delegate more. If you have a job inside your company, you're the bottleneck and the problems will pile up quick. I used to think that when I was driving my truck, I was saving myself $20 an hour because I didn't have to pay somebody $20 an hour to drive a truck. That was the wrong mindset.
Self-storage is hard, baby, right now. You just gotta wait. You just gotta wait it out.
Yeah, it's no such thing as pencils down. We're working.
Pricing's breaking. Sellers are moving down. Well, let me get a little real estate in here, actually. Where do you see interest rates going over the next 12 months?
They got to go down.
Yeah.
Maybe not over the next 12 months, but if they stay here for another 12 months, I think there's going to be total chaos, which I guess is good for an entrepreneur. Change is good. It's one of those things where we say it in our meetings. Hurts us, but it hurts them worse.
That's right. Do you guys say that?
Yeah.
That's what we say here. It's like it hurts us, it kills them.
Yeah.
It's like market chemotherapy.
Yeah, like every day that we weather this storm, 3 more acquisitions guys get fired.
This is true. So I mean,
they go get different jobs.
Yeah, we're in the brokerage business. We see the amount of brokers, our competitors are the public competitors. They have to tell us every quarter, and it just keeps going down. It's going to outlast them.
Yeah, we'll see. It's definitely not an exciting, fun time to be in the real estate business, but I think that's when it's the most critical to be serious about real estate.
I'm not trying to age you on this, but when I was an agent during the global financial crisis, I had that, like, this sucks, this is terrible. And it just looking back was the best thing that ever happened to me. And it was the best thing that ever happened to a lot of professionals and companies because it weeded out a lot of the competitors that in a good market can be competitive, but in a bad market, they go away.
Yeah, operators, it's been easy to operate self-storage.
Yeah.
It's been easy. And now it's not easy. We have operational headwinds. We have acquisition headwinds. But I like it.
You'll get better as a leader. You'll get better as an organization. You know, necessity is the mother of all invention. And these markets necessitate getting better, getting leaner, getting more efficient, having better strategy or, you know, just people doing more, whatever it is. And, you know, you just got to keep moving forward and not let this market end you, so to speak.
It does feel good to be diversified. Making a little bit of money
from a business perspective.
Yeah, making a little bit of money outside of real estate makes me sleep better at night.
That is good. Have you thought about diversifying within real estate, like multifamily?
Yeah, we're going to buy an industrial building, small one in Athens here coming up. We'll keep looking for those. We're opportunists. I'm getting more and more confident in my ability to do multiple things.
And through Twitter, do you have any issues fundraising anymore?
I haven't tried going out for money really this year, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm nervous about it for sure.
Do you see yourself next year, like, as you think the market's maybe coming back to you, is raising some sort of fund?
No.
Or do you just do each deal individually?
Yep. I want to be my own LP. My goal is to be making enough money personally where I don't need a lot of outside capital. I can stroke a lot of my own cash into deals, and I can keep buying $50 million a year and do really well that way instead of having to buy 100 or 200 or really, really, really go big. But if it makes sense to go really big, I'm not afraid of that.
How old are you?
34.
Man, you got time, man. Young gun. What advice would you have for listeners personally or professionally to achieve what it is they think they want in life?
Well, if you want wealth, if you just want a normal life, look, it's not hard to get that in America. Just go get a decent job, clock in, clock out, go home, watch Netflix at 5 o'clock, do whatever you want all weekend. That's a pretty good life for a lot of people. Chase your hobbies, do whatever. But if you want to get rich, find an organization of chaos. Find a leader, an owner of a company who wants growth and is intense and is willing to take risk, and find a company that's really growing. And that's when the best people get promoted. You don't get promoted based on tenure or how long you've been sitting at a desk. You get promoted from competence, and you're able to solve dynamic problems and get, you know, a different kind of experience, a more valuable level.
I always like to kind of end more or less with this question, like, give the audience just one resource that has helped you over the years. And I always kind of lead. It could be a book, it could be a series, it could be something that you can point to, like, hey, go do this. This helped me. Yeah,
I'm a fan of books. I like Entra Leadership by Dave Ramsey. He lives right here in Nashville. That's a great book. A lot of street smart wisdom on leading people.
What was the title again?
Entra Leadership.
How do you spell it?
ENTR. And then leadership. Entra, you know, entrepreneur.
I
leadership.
got it.
I think there's an E, Entra Leadership. But yeah, so it's about being an entrepreneurial leader, growth. And look, you can be an entrepreneur inside of a company. You can delegate inside of a company. You don't have to run your own company to hire and lead other people. You can make amazing money in life being good at your job. You're good at your job, you can make great money. But when you stop working, you stop getting paid. if you're good at making other people good at their job, you can get very, very wealthy, even for a boss and even for an owner of a company.
What would one piece of advice you'd give your younger self, having learned what you've learned over the years?
You're the bottleneck and the problems will pile up quick. I used to think that when I was driving my truck, I was saving myself $20 an hour because I didn't have to pay somebody $20 an hour to drive a truck. That was the wrong mindset.
What would your retort or your response be if someone said, well, if I delegate everything, they're going to say, well, what do I need you for?
Yeah, everybody thinks, hey, if I delegate myself out of a job, they're going to let me go. And that's so far from the truth. That's when you get even more valuable. You become very, very valuable to an owner and to an organization when you can lead other people and manage other people, because delegation is a foreign concept for almost everybody. We're never given a high school homework assignment and the teachers say, hey, why don't you go find a freshman to do this homework for you? We're never showing up to football practice at USC saying, hey, we got to do all these wind sprints, we got to do all these reps, we got to watch all this game tape. Why don't you go find somebody else to sit in here and do this for you while you go do whatever you want? Mm-hmm. Delegation is a foreign concept. It's trained in every American to comply and do what they're told and follow leaders, so nobody has any practice at it. And it's super uncomfortable. The first hire is super scary. But if you can develop it and if you can get better at leading other people, you can get really, really rich. Big news, guys. I created a free PDF that details my method on how I analyze a self-storage facility and figure out what it's worth. Give me a pen, the back of a napkin, and a couple metrics, and I can figure out about what the property is going to be worth to me. If you want to download this PDF, click in the show notes, the first link, and you can give me your email address and you get a email right away with 4-page PDF that outlines exactly how I think about underwriting or giving my initial analysis on a self-storage facility. Again, click the link in the show notes and you're going to get that document for free. This episode of The Nick Huber Show is brought to you by RE Cost Seg. If you want to maximize your bonus depreciation and minimize your tax liability, make sure to do a cost segregation study on real estate you've recently acquired. RE Cost Seg offers the lowest priced, fully engineered studies in the business, and you get a virtual site visit with a quick turnaround. They did 30 plus cost seg studies for me over the past year, including a short-term rental, along with my self-storage facilities. And I'm also an investor in the business, along with my good friend and CPA, Mitchell Baldridge, who you all know. To learn more about how bonus depreciation works, listen to episode 75 of The Nick Huber Show, or visit recostseg.com to go ahead and get a free proposal that outlines the cost of the study and your potential savings. Thanks again, recostseg.com.